another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your crumpets together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling. And hello. Hello to all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, and my tea leaf readers, honey. What's your tea? What's your tea, honey? It's another glorious day, my darlings, and you know what time it is, honey. So I know you have all of your crumpets together because, darlings, it's time to dish tea. And you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat. What's up, honey? Babies, we got a new backdrop. You like the new backdrop? Okay, my Wonder Woman emblem, of course. Okay, I got a new chair, finally, honey. It ain't what I wanted, but, you know, I went through Habitat for Humanity, right? And we got a store over here close to the house. So I just went creeping through there because they got this great big old huge gallon size hand sanitizer, right? It looked like it's a detergent bottle. Well, it's only $2 a bottle, right? Ugh. So I had bought some and I had taken one to work. And so the kids at work were like, oh, can you give me some? Could you go give me one? So I went up in there and I found this cute little office chair. Now, honey, wait a minute. The damn price on it was two chairs that identically, right? The chair said $9.95. Okay. So I said, lovely, honey, lovely. I went and I said, okay, we're going to get this damn little chair. It's only $10, honey. I sat in it and this, that, and the other, make sure it wasn't going to hurt my booty and all that. Girl, I get up there to the damn thing, honey, and I thought I sat on it because, you know, I didn't see the price. I was like, oh, wait a minute, am I sitting on it or whatever? Girl come around. She said, oh, okay, yeah, it's $14.95. I said, well, wait a minute. The other one over there is $9.95. What's the difference? They said, well, that one is flawed. It has it's something that was wrong in it, honey. Got a little one of those springs or something sticking up out of it. So I said, oh, well, that's what the blue tape was to say that was there. So yeah, so they took $5 off the price. They said, well, you're still getting a good deal. I said, yeah, I am, but it was a better deal when this damn thing was $10. Bitch, you got $5 more motherfucking dollars. Okay. But anywho, we got a new little chair, honey, got a new backdrop and carrying on, honey. And we wanted to sit down and get together. So it's going to be a very, 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 very interesting show today, honey. I titled today's show, Is It Because I'm Black? And you'll understand why I went into this title today because, darlings, we got a number of things going on in the world today, okay? Hey, what's going on? Groove is up in here. Hey, peanut butter cups and a glass of wine. Come on, Reese's peanut butter cups and a glass of wine, darling. All right, chocolate and wine goes together beautifully, honey. Have you ever had chocolate wine? If you have an Aldi's out there, they have a brand that's like $8 a bottle, which is it's absolutely fantastic. It's called Petit Le Chocolat, I believe is what it is. But the one that like at Kroger or whatever, it's called Coco Vino, and there's another one. And I think it's Coco Vino and then Choco Vino. Okay, both, and I love them all, honey. They're absolutely fantastic. You had to get them chilled. They taste better when they're chilled or whatever, honey. Sickening, honey, sickening. Okay, what's up, Meathead Jan? Detroit, what up, Doe? In the house. We got a little emoji there. I got to see that on Facebook. Hey, boo, what's going on? Hey. Darn Camp is in the house. You love the new Mac dropping manual. Thank you, darling. Thank you. I was going to put on the Wonder Woman shirt. I just got some new Wonder Woman shirts. I said, no, that'd have been overkill, honey. The backdrop is enough, right? But trust, the shirts are coming. And my goblet. See, the goblet is okay. This is just Sunny Delight, y'all. Okay. Just regular old Sunny D. Y'all know last week I was trying to put some vodka in the kids and drink my goddamn vodka. So I said, fuck it, never mind. Okay. Hey, Road, what's going on? What you know no good, baby? You just have to give me a light bulb moment. I'm going to check them out. I need a new desk chair also. Okay. Just gave you a light. Okay. Listen, Habitat for Humanity, honey, is the team. Okay. Now, listen to me very carefully. You know, the stores up in there, they have furniture and carrying on. They kind of remind you of a Salvation Army, you know, Purple Heart kind of store. But some of that shit in there is overpriced. And let me ask y'all a question or two, you know, while we're on this particular subject, because I'm really trying to understand a few things. And, you know, Salvation Army, Goodwill, all of you types of children, honey, and pawn shops. Okay, let me ask you something. Y'all are getting this shit and it's secondhand. Okay, pawn shops. Someone bought this to you. You gave them a fraction of the value that it costs. Okay, just because they said, listen, I want to get a loan on it or whatever. They tell you what they think the value is. You tell them what you gonna give them for the value. And a lot of times you only give them like 10% or, you know, of the value. Okay. If they sell it to you because they're like, fuck it, okay, just sell it to me and I'll be good. Then, okay, everything about that is going to be profit on your end. Okay. Everything. Why are you pricing this shit as if it's brand new? I went to a pawn shop the other day because I'm looking for new cameras and stuff, right? We're building the studio, so I got to get some cameras, right? And I said, oh, let me go check this out. The damn cameras up in there, they're like $300, $375, $450. I said, bitch, if I add $25 motherfucking dollars to this, I'll get this bitch brand new with a better warranty. Why are y'all pricing this? And I get instruction manuals, and I get a couple of damn accoutrements to go with it. Why are y'all pricing this as if? I know Goodwill, y'all got your little programs and carrying on that y'all are trying to fund or whatever. So your excuse is that if you buy from us, that the things that you buy, whatever, the money goes to, you know, your overhead, and then it also helps to pay the cost for your job training programs and et cetera, et cetera. Okay. But you're also a nonprofit organization. And I know that you're getting government funds for all that too. So why in the hell is this shit priced as if it is damn near brand new? Same thing in Detroit, down at the Salvation Army. Y'all know down at Harbor Light, down on 4th Street, you know, they have the drug rehab program. And, you know, that whole big old thing, that's their drug rehab. And a lot of the workers in there are those who have cleaned up or whatever. They're the senior people that have gone through the program. So, you know, they got a few years clean and this, that, and that, but they're still in the program. And yes, so y'all say the same thing. A lot of stuff that we have up in here, we're doing because we're funding, you know, our programs are carrying on. But again, all of you who get this shit, and these are complete donations. This is all donations. So that means everything that you make off this is complete profit for you. This is all donations. So why is it that y'all got this shit up in here like it's brand new? Listen, the last time I was in Salvation Army store down in Detroit, down on 4th Street, they had this beautiful dining room set, right? That fucker was absolutely gorgeous. Okay. It was 246. It had the 6 chairs, but I think it could sit up to 9. Okay. It wasn't a complete rectangle, kind of octagonish a little bit, with oval, the way it was, it was formal. And it was lovely. It had, the little dividers, the inserts in there to where you need to elongate the thing. Do you know they wanted almost $2,000 for that set? I said, I looked. I said, bitch, hold on. That thing was priced at nearly $2,000. I said, that bitch was still here. I said, the only people who I could see buying that would be film crews and stuff like that. People who got budgets, and they doing sets and carrying on, and they would see that as a bargain versus trying to go and rent the furniture and then you got to get the shit back. They would just buy it flat out and call it grace. Okay. I'm just completely outdone and I'm floored with a lot of this stuff. Okay. So yeah. So all of that to say, Habitat for Humanity, you got to walk through there, honey. You got to pick through and see what you want. And based on your budget, yes. Now, a lot of the things that they have up in there, like for you doing home improvements and carrying on, they would have a lot of stuff up in there, chandeliers and, all that kind of stuff, fixtures and paints, wood even, because, they have an outdoor toy if you need wood and all. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful for you DIYers and carrying on and all of that. So go check it out, honey. Don't sleep on it, honey. Don't sleep on it at all, because you'll be surprised at what you find. They got some jewels up in there. You just have to go in there on a day when you know you got time. That's not one of the stores that you go through rushing through. If anybody who knows anything about thrift shopping and that kind of shopping, you cannot rush through those kinds of stores, honey, because you will find some gems, darling. It is not for the faint of heart, honey. You understand? You will find gems, but you have to know what you're going in there looking for. Okay. So yeah, so go check it out, darling. That there would be absolutely fantastic for you. Okay, as a resource. I went to buy a ring from the pawn shop, and Mom freaked out. Like the person who used to have the ring's energy would come haunt me. Okay, superstitions are nuts. Silly superstitions. Okay. But you know what? It's a superstition, but at the same time, there is a point to that. If the person has died or whatever, and if you don't take the ring or whatever and cleanse it, there's a spiritual cleanse that you do with stuff like that you have to, in order, for energy and stuff not to be transferred, because people hold on to rings and carrying on, and it's close to the body. So whatever negativity or whatever, especially if it has a stone in it, if the ring has a stone, the stone will hold a lot of that negative energy. So you have to go through and spiritually cleanse that kind of stuff when you're buying it secondhand. And yeah, but if you don't believe in the spiritual realm like that, then you still need to go home and get you some what they call Tarnex. That's it. Get you some Tarnex, okay? Or some if you got a stone, take a little bit of toothpaste and scrub the stone and carry it on. Put that ring, honey, in some lukewarm water and let it cleanse and carry it on, so you get the nice bright shine or whatever, and carrying on and get all and especially, you want to make sure you get all the crust and stuff off of it, so that it is it's ready for wear. Okay. What's in the cup, honey? The cup here, this here is just regular old Sunny Delight today. I did a gig last weekend. Y'all know we wasn't here last Saturday. I had a gig to go do, And it was a birthday party. Child, let me tell y'all the tea on that, honey, because I had a good time. But what what happened was they had a power outage in that area. So child, for 2 hours we had no lights. Okay, the entire neighborhood was just black as fuck. Okay. So the people there, it was a little little baby, honey, throwing his 30th birthday party, right? And so most of the guests, were island heritage. They're from the Bahamas or Jamaica or Haiti or Barbados or Trinidad and Tobago. Okay. So everybody talking and they little patois, they little the accent child. And it was so cute. But honey, listen, they thought I'm being security carrying us. So everybody was trying, hey, you want something to drink? I said, baby, I'm here working. I'm not here to party. I'm here to work, honey. I'll get all that later. So the lights came back on, honey, and right when it was time for, close to everything to end or whatever, I saw we didn't have any problem. No, we had one. Some straggler come up in there and I had to put him out, right? They ended up giving me a bottle to go. So I got some Tito's over here, honey. Tito's rather. Tito's vodka. And I have not cracked that bottle on purpose. Because if I come up in here and this damn bottle was cracked open, I'm cracking everybody's fucking skull who's up under this roof. And that ain't no lie. Listen. Ooh. Pardon my indulgence, honey. Y'all know that's Otis Mac's line. I love that line. Okay. My sister Otis Mac, Chicago's heavy diva. So yeah, that'd be that. So let's get into the show because I want to get a couple of things going. I do believe in the spiritual realm. I just don't know. I didn't know it applied to objects. Honey, everything about spirit applies to everything. So, and you learn all that in time and as you understand spirit, because spirit never dies. That's the one thing about it, because energy is life, is a life force. Spirit and energy never dies. It just transforms. And one of the things about that is when you're dealing with people and people's energy and carry it on, whatever they hold or harvest or whatever, it's the same thing with sex. That's why sex is such a spiritual thing. When you lay down with someone and y'all become intimately involved and have relations. Haven't you ever noticed that there are times, honey, especially when the sex was really good because y'all bonded, there are times where folks will tell you that you acted like so and so. That's because they've left an imprint on you. And their spirit, honey, has joined with yours. And when they say you become one, that's what happens. Your spirit and theirs, y'all connect. So y'all giving and taking from each other. And then, of course, when it's climax time, especially if he ejaculates inside of you, honey, you become the receptor. Okay, you receive all of that. So whatever his mindset is or whatever his spirit is in, honey, that's what you pick up on. You receive all that. And so if it's like that for flesh, imagine if he had on a ring and carried on and this, that, and the other, and how the ring embodies all that, because remember, it's metal. You know how when you're cooking, metal holds the heat and it conducts the heat and carrying on. The same thing with energy. It will hold that spirit up in it and it will conduct it. So if I put a ring on that I did not spiritually cleanse, honey, then I become the conduit for whatever that was holding, because now it's attached to my skin and whatever is there have a way to connect, because the metal is metal. So it's not going to be able to release from the metal until it gets skin contact, right? So that is that. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, let's get into today's show. I have a few things that I want to discuss. I was trying to get the TikTok video. I want to go here first because I want to get this out of the way. I did not see the initial video when the boy everybody believed was 12 years old, who had threw a tantrum or whatever because the article, the thing said that they took his parents took his phone from him, and he went ballistic and tore up the house. Okay, did y'all see that? All right, I had placed the mother's response because she did a TikTok video, and I had it, but then I ended up losing it because I put it in my Facebook stories, and the mother said that, number one, he was not 12, he was 15. He's 6 feet tall, 270 pounds. So as far as her trying to give him a spanking or whatever, she didn't feel that she could, okay, because he's so big. She also said that he suffered from mental illness, and she's been dealing with him in whatever that state is for 15 years, okay? And I'm like, okay, you know, when she showed us that house and how he tore that house up, and he tore up the marble counter. The way how he did that counter, I don't know if he used his hands or if he used an object, but I'm going to say this. I'm going to assume that he used his hands and was enraged. One of the things about folks with mental illness, especially if they are on medications, that medication sends them through whatever, and they have this super natural strength. Okay, you so damn stupid. I'm gonna break you in here. Let me pray, Red. He's sitting up here. He shoot me private messages with all these different gun types or whatever. Let me bring him in.
Well, what's wrong? I don't see what the problem is.
But she says she's been dealing with him and carrying on. Now, she did say it was not over a telephone. So, and she didn't go into what it was over. Okay. But looking at that and just in understanding this, because, you know, my sister.
By show of text, somebody text something in the comments where it was a good excuse for that to happen. I'm waiting.
Oh, okay. I know what that could be. My sister didn't do it at home. She did it at the hospital. She was ready to come home, and they would not let her come home. And when I tell you, she said she was coming up out of that room, she did. Because that girl, they had her on lithium at the time. That girl snatched them damn bars out that wall and took their whole window pane out. Okay. Because she said, no, I need to go home because her son was still a baby at the time. And she wanted to go see the baby. And then, of course, they had to sedate her to calm her down and this and that. And I can't stand when they do all them damn drugs and carrying on. But looking at that house as a 15-year-old, 6 feet, 280 pounds, 70 pounds, 80 pounds, his natural strength on top of, if he's on any kind of medication, what that is on top of rage, they would have had to have either darted him with some kind of sedation or take him out, you know, and I don't even know what, according to the story as I heard it, they were not home. They came home to the house like that. Okay, and I don't know where the boy was or whatever the case may be. I'm still sketchy on details because I'm trying to find that entire story. But yeah, that there is something that we need to consider. And then when we're looking at that, when we're talking about mental illness and carrying on, number one, I don't like when folks run to that as the convenient excuse. Okay. Now, one of the things I wish that she would have said in this interview, I mean, in her little TikTok little thing, was exactly what he was suffering with. Because when it comes down to mental illness, I get tired of folks. I get tired of folks using it as the convenient excuse. Oh, he suffered from it. Everybody does at this particular stage of the game. If he has something, I wish he had said, he's manic depressive, he's schizophrenic, and called it out, since you've been dealing with it all his life. You know what I'm saying? But on the surface, that still is the ass whooper. I don't give 2 cents less to the damn, honey. That still is the ass whooper on some regards. Because you're not going to come up and tear up my house. And she looks, like, okay, she's probably, lower class or upper lower class. How about that? Where she paycheck to paycheck or whatever. Probably renting the house, which means that if the son tore the house up, the landlord come through there, that she might have to get evicted because he done tore up all their property, put holes in the walls and carrying on. Hell no. So now the livelihood of everything is now up for grabs. So I am, yeah, I'm a little torn with all of that, honey. What you say, child, sounds like she needs a piece, be still, or a piece of steel. Okay. Okay. Piece of steel or a crowbar, goddammit. What knocked it? Okay. And at that, and I know it's emotional, because that's her child and blah, 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 blah. But honey, no, when it gets to that particular point, honey, no, we don't play like that. Okay. We do not play like that. Okay. What is this? Doesn't he need a mental institution? Because how can she deal with that shit for 15 years? Not without help, that is. Exactly. See, the story is still a little sketchy as far as the story and stuff is concerned, because we have a lot of missing pieces there. I don't know if the father is in the home, or if not the father, if she has a boyfriend or someone who's a father figure to him. That they were still not discussed. So we still got a lot of sketchiness in there, at least on my part. I'm still trying to find the story. So research department, if y'all are in here and can find that story, get it to me so I can be a little bit more versed in it, so that I know what's going on. All I have is the mother's, response to it, because she didn't want to come on and this, that, and the other. She did say in the response that she had trusted a friend, whoever, the person who recorded it or whatever, and she trusted them, but they were the ones who leaked it, and put it on social media and carrying on. So now, the embarrassment of it all, and now her business is out in the street and carrying on. So now she got to address it, because everybody was coming to her, asking how come she couldn't beat his ass and all that kind of jazz and blah, blah, blah. So that there is that. Okay. So if y'all have any more information, I still don't even know what city and state they're in. So I don't know where all this has taken place. So if y'all have that information, honey, tea sippers, crumpet dunkers, honey, pot stirrers, tea brewers, okay, tea leaf readers, honey, get it to me so we can have a more comprehensive discussion, and we can dish this tea, honey. I need to dish all of that, darling. I want it all. Okay. Okay, now listen. Let me do this. What I'm going to do, I'm trying to get serious, have a little fun, get serious, have a little fun, get serious, have a little fun. Okay. Let me show y'all this little fun clip. Okay, real quickly. Did you get it? Did you catch that? One more time. One more time. So it looks like dude took one of the larger, hoverboards with that big old wheel, and took a lawn chair, concocted to where the lawn chair is on top of the part of the hoverboard that you usually stand on, and balanced his weight to where he's sitting down, and is taking the hoverboard through the city on one wheel. Can Can you stand it, darling? Can you stand it? Okay, when I saw that child, I said, oh, I have got to show y'all this. Okay, I've got to show y'all this because that there was Jan, what you done found it? Oh, wait a minute, that look like that's something else. Hold on, girl. Jan, you be finding the stuff now, don't you? Okay, you be finding the things and the things again. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Just a little while longer, children cheering. Ooh. Okay. Yes, God. Yes, God. Okay. Yes, I'm trying to get this. Um, wait a minute, Jan. I'm trying to go to what you just put up here in the little do-I-did so I can see what this is. Is that 3 teens arrested after brawl breaks out at DeKalb County High School? These children need a piece of hickory switch. Child, you know what? No, they need an old wet leather belt. You know, one of the ones that's been around your waist with the holes about ready to, to give way or whatever. Because it's got a little wear and tear on it. And you take and dip that bitch in some hot water. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, okay. So let's go there because here we are. And that particular story says that they had, the kids are arrested and carrying on. Now this here, DeKalb County, this is here in Georgia. Okay. Hold on. Well, it's ridiculous. And did they have to lock down the damn school? Hold on. Okay, wait a minute. Because see, now I'm gonna want to look at the story, and I don't want to do that because I'm here. Anywho, this is a story that's springing a conversation. I want y'all to get involved with this conversation because I need to understand, what are we doing wrong? What are we missing? What's going on? Hot Sam's, that's the name of the store I couldn't think of. Hot Sam's. She said one of them old belts that my daddy bought at Hot Sam's in downtown Detroit. That's the store I couldn't think of. DC, if you're listening, that's the store I couldn't think of. I kept saying City Slicker. It was Hot Sam's I couldn't think of, honey. Hot Sam's, City Slickers, and Hear Me the Hatter. Right there, honey. All 3 stores are right there in the same square, the kitty corner for one another in downtown Detroit. You get your hats, you get your clothes, and you go get your damn gators, honey. If you come up being shop, and if you really want to spend some money, you went up the street up Gratiot to Joe Porter's, honey. Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. But here's what this is, and I want us as the elders now, those of us, these are our kids, and some of these are our grandkids. You understand? Where did we drop the ball? What is missing in this communication process that we seem to be lacking? Because times are different, number one. Okay, we know that. We're in a technological age. And I'm going to tell y'all what the difference is from when we were kids and our grandparents used to say the same thing, that they didn't understand us. They didn't understand us because times have changed or whatever. We did not have technology. We were coming into computers in the 80s. But when we were kids, we were still part of the Industrial Revolution. So we still had, some sense of a value system that was carried on and passed down from generation to generation. Generation to generation. You understand? We had a structure system. Now, whether we agreed with it or not, there was still a structure system that we had. And so now in this generation where everything is computers and technology and carrying on, we got the internet, we got cell phones and things. Okay, camera phones and all this jazz. Okay, which means that the laws now had to be changed because with camera phones, kids don't know that sexting, was sending sexual text. Okay, sexting is a crime because that could be child pornography. You understand? So now we had to change the laws to change with technology, and that there is the difference. Because when we were kids, the laws didn't change until computers came into play. And that's when folks was hacking into computers, and they hacked into the government shit and carrying on. And that's when the law started to change to where it reflected what the technology was doing. But up until then, we needed to, we still had a structure system. Now kids are very soft these days. They are so fucking sensitive. We're not teaching them how to deal with emotions. We're not teaching them conflict resolution skills. We're not teaching them how to think outside the box. We're so busy trying to take care of everything for them. We're trying to coddle them and carry it on. This shit makes no sense. And now that we're here, we have all this shit to where technology has told us to where we don't know how to use our imaginations anymore. Everything is about video games, and the video games are very violent. Everything is about shooting, crime, shooting. Now everybody can, the whole thing about the Second Amendment is always up for grabs. And yet, folks still do not want to hold parents responsible for their children's actions. Okay, how in the hell this boy get this gun and you don't know about it? Okay, you could tell me he got it from the friends. You could tell me he got a Saturday Night Special. It's called Saturday Night Special when we were kids. Okay, and why was it Saturday? Because most of the time you bought it on a Saturday night because you were going out to the club, and on the weekend when we had a lot of this bullshit going on, where folks were out getting hurt, stabbed, cut, whatever, because the song said just got paid Friday night. So you got paid on Friday or Saturday. You're trying to go out. That's when usually a lot of the crime and stuff would happen on the weekends. Okay. Now is all over. It is at any given time, any given place. And now it is anywhere, because the kids and our schools are becoming a haven for all kinds of calamity, all kinds of just bully style behavior and just criminal behavior, all kinds of violence. What do we need to do? What do y'all think is the disconnect? Okay, what's the disconnect? Because we know what it was to be raised the way how we were raised. So why didn't we raise our kids that way? Where did we drop the ball, children? Why is it that we got so much shit going on? And I asked this time once before a while ago, how in the fuck are you scared of your own damn kids? Somebody please explain that to me. How are you afraid of your own children? Now let me put the little caveat. I'm not talking about being a village, because right now we can't. The village does not exist anymore. No, that's not necessarily true. The communal village does not exist the way that we know it. What happens is we end up creating our own little villages and our own support systems to get us through our situations. But as far as the communal village, we don't have that anymore. That is what's gone. It's gone, because where Miss Jones down the street, honey, would see us doing wrong and could go grab a gun and beat somebody's ass. And your mama ain't gonna, and then she would come and tell your mama, honey, or your daddy, or both, that you had to that she popped you or whatever because you was talking smart or whatever. Did you know that was another ass whooping? And if you had a 2-parent household and mama got home first, then she said, I'm gonna tell your daddy, wait till your daddy get home. And daddy come home, and then sometimes that was a third whooping. Because now he can't even come home and rest. He got to come home to calamity and got to beat your ass. That's what we had. Okay. But we lost all that because we were so busy wanting to, we didn't want our kids raised the way we were raised. Ain't nobody gonna hit my child. You don't come my child, and you don't. And then we got those who don't believe in spankings. Not that I'm gonna tell you, I'm going to support however you want to raise your kids, unless I say or think that you out your motherfucking mind. Now, if you don't want to spank your children, okay, that's your prerogative. I'm sure you have other means of discipline that works for you that would teach your children the lessons. Okay. But as far as being willy-nilly and carrying out, sweetie, no, I don't see that being working and carrying out. I don't believe in calling my parents by my first name unless I have to when I'm trying to grab your attention. Okay. Or if I'm telling somebody who to contact, who my parents are when I need to contact them. I would never, well, I can't now, go up to my mother and say, Lorraine, what you doing? No, that was a no-no. Okay. But now we done got so sophisticated to where we want our children. Oh, honey, I'm too young to be a grandmother. And all this old bullshit. Bitch, did you have kids? Did your kids have kids? Then, bitch, you's a goddamn grandmama or a granddaddy. Deal with it. Didn't nobody tell you to have your child at 12, 13, 14, 15 to where now you 35, 40 with grandchildren? What are you talking about? And you're mad. What? Where does that make sense? Anyway, okay. Our children need parents. Too many parents trying to be friends. Exactly. Okay, right. Too many parents trying to be their children's friends. Okay, and a lot of that, comes in because now you want to be loved and, oh, my child is going to be my best friend. They can't be your best friend when they're kids, baby. You can't be their best friends when they're kids. Why? Because you have to raise them, honey. You've got to sit down there and they need to understand the difference between you as a parent and you. But, and even still, when my mother would spend time with us and carrying on, we knew who she was. We knew who she was. Now, she was very frank with us. My mother did not hold no punches back when it was time to have conversations and important conversations. And there were a few moments, like if I got mad, I had to tell her what was going on. And she saw it in my face. I had to ask permission if I can cuss, so I could tell her what the story was, right? I had to tell her, okay, Mama, I got to cuss now because this is what happened. All right, tell me what happened. And then after I told the story, that was it. You understand? Because she was fair like that to hear the whole thing, ascertain what done happened, and then come to her own conclusions and carry on based on the inferences and the context clues and everything that was said on all parts, right? So that there was that. But now we have people now to where our generation, my generation, our parents, wanted to be friends. You're taking them to your parties. You're sitting up there trying to make them be cute and this, that, and other, And then our kids had kids. And so now, we the Cabbage Patch Kid babies, honey. They the Rugrats. Okay. Our kids were the Rugrats, okay, and this, that, and the other. So now, in trying to sit down here and have all of this, we've lost the idea of that, and now we're starting to see the repercussions from that because schools have become such a dastardly place to be. It's dangerous. It is dangerous. I think one of the things that has come out of the lockdown is the fact that parents get to absolutely see, number one, what the school curriculums are. Number two, exactly what if your child was a bully or not. Because now you had to put up with that shit at home. Number three, you had a better environment because now the child can sit down there and get the lessons and carry it on. You get to see what the defaults are in the school system. So if I'm at home on the computer doing my lesson, I don't have time to worry about uniforms. I don't have time to worry about if somebody kicking me and kicking my chair. I don't have time to worry about if somebody pulling my hair. I don't have time. We're just here on the lesson. You understand? And I did not have time to go through all this violent, this, that, and the other, discombobulation and things. Because, we got metal detectors and this, that, and the other in the schools. My generation, when I was in school, we didn't get metal detectors until I got to high school. Okay. And I graduated high school in 1987. Okay. I was 17 when I graduated. Okay. But metal detectors came into our school in what, 1984? Yeah. I started high school in 83. Yeah, 1984 when we started getting metal detectors. Because by 85, we were off the chain. 1985, we were off the chain. Okay. The McDonald's, I went to Cody High School. The McDonald's up the street, right up the street on Joy Road and Penrod, that McDonald's was it was a shooting and carrying on all the time. I'm surprised that there it's still open, believe it or not. I'm surprised they never came to come and shut that damn thing down. Murray Wright was one of our rival schools. We used to call them Murder Wright because they was always fighting and shooting and killing students over there. But at that particular time, see, we're the crack babies. Crack came out, AIDS was just hitting, you know, and everybody was sitting there trying to be a businessman and carrying on. You want to know what the 80s was all about and things of that nature, the 80s and 90s? Go watch New Jack City. Okay? Go watch New Jack City, honey. New Jack City and Sugar Hill will give you exactly what we were going through. Oh, and Boys in the Hood. Those three movies will give you an idea of exactly what we were going through as teenagers, because that's my life, or our life, for those of us who came up in that particular era. Okay? And if you watch Pose, then you understand what it was to be alphabet children at that particular time. Okay? During that particular time. Okay? So, yeah, what you say, Jan? Your parents need to be upfront and tell you right and wrong. My granny told me my mouth was like an old refrigerator because I couldn't keep nothing. Not like an old Frigidaire. I was always told mom was gonna get me in trouble because I talk too much. My mother told me that all the time. You and your mouth. But you know, I'm always, and I've been that way all of my life. I do not like to sit back and watch folks. You know, I don't like to watch folks who are being mistreated. If you wrong, you are wrong, honey. I do not like to sit back and hold my tongue because see, you can feel the fire off my neck and carry it on. That shit bothers me. You know, especially and most of the time you don't try to be right. What you try to do is stick up for the principle. It's the principle of the motherfucking matter. It's like, God damn it, hold up. Because if you're gonna sit down here and chastise me and get me on this, then sweetie, let's take this across the board then, because I'm not gonna be the only one around here with a barbecued ass. Okay. Oh no, honey. No. Take me off the rotisserie, honey. Take me off that damn rotisserie, honey. Put somebody else's ass on this grill. Okay. No, sweetie. Okay. I have always been that person. I've calmed down a lot because of my size. I'm 6'4", 380. You know, folks are not willing to fight no more. Everybody want to grab a gun. They want to take folks out. We don't have a value of life anymore. Folks don't care about a lifespan anymore. Folks don't care about growing old anymore. I mean, even so, I mean, we've had that back in my day. You know, when I was younger, that a lot of folks will always attack the senior citizens because they were easy prey. You know what I'm saying? They were easy prey and figured they were feeble and cared, especially older women. You know, our grandmothers and great grandmothers and great aunts and all that. They felt that was easy prey because a lot of those particular crimes were gang initiations. And I see that we're starting to get a lot of that again, a lot of these gang initiations going on. You know, folks are breaking in the cars that carrying on. Y'all heard this on the news in all y'all cities that carrying on to where you have random cars being broken into, nothing stolen. They just go and breaking out the damn windows. So you could raise my fucking insurance premiums because now that we got all this crime in this neighborhood and in this in this zip code area, now the insurance children get to sit down here and raise up the premium because they say, oh, well, that is a high crime area. Okay. No. Okay. Means that's why you and me been okay, homeless since back in the day. We said what we said. You know what? Listen. Okay, you listen. I said what the fuck I said, honey, and listen, I ain't got to take shit back. because I said what I said. Now, if I'm wrong, I will apologize because I'm man and woman enough to apologize. Because sometimes you get Samantha, sometimes you get Demetrius, sometimes you get Deion Chambers, honey, sometimes you get a whole nother little personality. There's about 6 of them up in here. Okay. So depending on what it is, if I'm wrong, hey, I'm wrong. And I wanted to tell you that I'm wrong. And I don't like being wrong. See, that's the whole thing. I'm one of them children that don't like being wrong or have to go and apologize and stuff because you got to eat humble pie. And you got, oh, honey, when you got to eat that crow, honey, oh, that is not a tasty dish. It is, and it ain't good enough. I don't care how much it's warm. It's definitely not cold. Okay, but most of the time to eat humble pie, honey, it's cold as fuck. Okay. And no, that's not cute. I don't like being in that position where I have to go and backtrack and apologize for something, but if I have to, I will. And that's me being accountable for my actions. Most folks will sit down there and argue you down about why they wrong. Or why you should just accept the fact, oh, okay. Bullshit. Okay. What we got here, our cartoons told us and had values. I don't know what kind of cartoons they have now. The Simpsons were better than what they have now. Listen. And the Simpsons were, basically teaching kids how to talk back to their parents. That Bart was the whole idea, and I'm glad we going into this because this is going to segue into the Ariel thing, okay? We're talking about fictional characters and what they do for the culture, okay? Bart Simpson was a fictional character that had become the antithesis of parenting, because every day, everybody who sat down and loved The Simpsons, watched The Simpsons and carrying on, Marge Simpson with her big blue bouffant little doo-wah-diddy was very sensible and things, but she did not know how to take control of her children, okay? Not in the way that would make sense. Lisa was a very independent, okay, lesbian in training, okay. Bart was the hellion. And for this little fucker to sit down there talking about eat my shorts to your parents, we all thought that was white folk shit until black kids started to sit down there and got to telling their parents to kiss my ass, because eat my shorts was equivalent to kiss my ass. Okay. And so then we started getting all this. And so now children started rising up and being disrespectful and carrying on. Then on top of that, spanking your kids in public became a thing. So now everybody want to run the child welfare service and talking about something, you beating your child in public. Bitch, I know what I'm doing. Now keep fucking with me. You're going to get knocked too, because this little bastard know better than to sit down here and do something against what I said not. You don't go against me. I'm the parent. I said no, and that's what the hell I mean. Now, if you want to go against that, there's a consequence for your action. We don't reward negative behavior. Negative behavior get dealt with. Understand? And so then when we started having that, with folks going to report children, and then you gave children the power to call on your parents, then it became a whole big to-do. So now parents are getting put in jail for disciplining their children, okay, because somebody else thought that it was too much, okay? And hear me well, I'm not talking about those who actually have been too much, where you done broke arms and broke legs, killed the kids and this, that, and the other, where you did not know how to control your temper. See, that's why a lot of children don't understand when black folks do this. When we get to talking through our teeth and that mama look when she cut them, do I got to turn around and look at you? Little fucker, what did I say? And then when we get to the point where we too mad, you better get out of my face. Because at that point, I can't put my hands on you, because if I do, I'm going to hurt you. Okay? I'm going to hurt you. Okay? And that is what we specialize in, honey, because and we good at come get this little fucker. Y'all come get him, or come get her. I'm about to put her head through this wall. Y'all better come get her. Okay? That there is what we as a culture have come to understand. Now, I don't know what everybody else does, because I haven't been around a lot of other cultures and how they parent their children outside of what I've seen. You know, I've seen too many white folks let their kids get away with murder. And I've been around too many white folks honey, to sit down there and want to put their kids in time out. And I'm still trying to understand what the hell that is. Okay. Go to your room. Okay. I know black folks that used to say that, but going to my room meant I still had freedoms. I still had a computer in the room. I still had my TV. I still had my game system. Hell, my phone was in the room. So hell, there ain't no goddamn punishment, bitch. I'm in my own world. Hello. Okay. Well, I've seen too many parents cry to the point, I don't know what to do. He just gets so upset. It just gets to hollering and being mean to me. Bitch, if you don't, that came up out of you. How in the hell you gonna sit down here and act as if something that you brought into this world is gonna have more power over your house and ain't paid a bill no motherfucking well? Have you lost every sense that God gave you? You must have put it in the blender somewhere. For real? For real. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Okay. Now, I'm gonna put this caveat here because a lot of folks, I parent my kids like I was parented. The difference is I have to pull back because I'm dealing with adults. See, my kids and stuff come to me grown. Okay, so alphabet children, honey, they grown. They're babies in the culture of being alphabet. You know, so that's why, you know, we're grooming them to be better children and carrying on how to accept themselves and how to assert themselves without being, you know, taken advantage of and carrying on. But we still are dealing with adults. These ain't, you know, I didn't birth these children and carrying on, but I raised them as if I have. And that's the problem, because whereas with my kids, I could take my belt off and beat your ass. You know, you are an adult, so now you're challenging me. You know, adult to an adult. And then when I pull rank, then it becomes a whole big to do. You know what I'm saying? Now you stop talking to me and carrying on. You want to move out. Good. Get the fuck on. Okay. But then you leave me with the burden of, okay, where's this child at? Blah, 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 blah. And see, that's the parent in me. Okay. So it's a little different when we talk about gay children who have created houses. And I'm not talking about the ones who have their own biological children. Okay, because that's a whole different beast. If you have your biological children, the parent is a parent. But there's a little different here when we're talking about the gay community or the alphabet community. And we have adopted these children, put them up under our wings, and we've become their little gay parents and carrying on or whatever this is. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different. So we may not take it to that extreme, although I have. Most of my kids got popped by me. Okay, most of them. Here's a couple that didn't, but yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Because I didn't play that. Okay. So that there is that. Yeah, that's what started all this, Michael. About the 15-year-old, his mom's apartment. And she said it wasn't his phone. It wasn't over a phone. She did a TikTok and said it wasn't because she had taken his phone from him, but she didn't say what the reason was. So the whole idea of all of that is what sparked this conversation between that and these kids fighting in the schools. Because now she says he has mental illness. And I'm like, okay. Now, she didn't say what type of mental illness and stuff. She said she's been dealing with it all his life, all 15 of his years on this planet. At 6 feet tall, 280 pounds, the way how he tore that house up, and if he did that with his bare hands, then that means he's on medication. Okay? Because for him to have ripped that sink up like that and tore that marble out that sink like that, and even if it was Formica, marble looking Formica, sinks are very hard to break just by going up and using your hand or whatever. But if he used his hand and broke that shit up like that, that little motherfucker, honey, is on something. And all those psychotropic medicines and carrying on, they go with their adrenaline. If they get up and feisty and carrying on, they become supernaturally strong. Okay, that there's something to deal with, and we have to look at that. I need to get the full story on that so that I can understand what's happening and to see exactly what's going on. Because if she's renting that apartment, like I said earlier, if that was a rental and it's an apartment building, I'm almost certain she's renting that. Okay, she could get kicked out because the boy just destroyed the house. You know, the landlord ain't gonna keep putting up with all that. You know, he's destroying sinks and toilets and shit, putting holes in the wall. No, they're not gonna put up with that. So it becomes something all over again. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, this is almost. Did y'all remember watching Empire? Okay, and what was the older son's name? I can't call his name right now. On Empire, and he was dealing with mental illness and carrying on, and how he dealt with mental illness, and Vivica Fox, her son, okay, jumped on his mama, how he tore up the house like that because he was off and this, that, and the other, blah, 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 and she just dealt with it. Everybody thought she was in an abusive relationship, but that was her son tearing up because he was off his meds. Aren't imitating life, aren't imitating life. You know, it's the same thing. So if he's on any kind of psychotropics, child, there's no way she can control him like that. She's going to need professional help. She's going to need professional help. And I know that's killing her. Okay, because that's her baby. At the same time, honey, she's got to do what she got to do, because if he does this, or whatever that was that pissed him off like that, that means that there is how he responds for conflict, and he don't get his way. You understand? And right now, what we saw there was probably a bigger incident than it has ever been, because he's almost a man. He's 15. Okay, in his puberty, you know, he's going through. Now imagine that, being on psychotropics, okay, his own natural strength, and then on top of that, fueled with rage and anger. She's not going to be able to handle that. She's not going to be able to handle that. So she's going to, oh God, oh. Just the thought of that is enough to when my heart goes out to her, you know. And I'm hoping that she's saying that her saying he has mental illness is real, versus it being the convenient out. You know what I'm saying? So I just need to see exactly how that story unfolds. Okay. So let's move on to the next story, honey. We done got kind of serious on that, but let me go here, honey. Let me go here. Y'all want a little kiki? Here, check this out. Check this out. This is the internet wins again. As I'm saying, the internet wins again.
My lords and members of the House of Commons, I am deeply grateful for the addresses of condolence by the House of Lords and the House of Commons, which so touchingly encompass what our late sovereign, my beloved mother, the Queen, meant to us all. But I'd like to make one thing straight. Charlie's in fucking charge now, and shit's about to get fucking real. As I stand before you today, I'd like to address some of the tyrannical shit I'm going to do as king. First off, America, we're taking you back. You cunts have been free for far too long. I will not have it. Australia, you're going to become a massive fuck-off prison again. Fuck you, cunts. India, you're safe. We don't really want you back anyway. Also, I'm bringing that thing back where, like, the king gets to fuck your wife the day you get married, if he wants to. That was a cool rule. Anyway, cunts, adios. I'm out of here.
Okay. What'd you say, bro? Andre, not Charlie. Okay. I said the internet wins again. You know, y'all some hateful hookers, honey. Oh, y'all are hateful hookers, honey. I'm going on to take that on the body here. Hateful. Okay. Just hateful. But here, let me stay on this particular thing. Let me go here. What would you do, children, Okay, let's talk about this. What would you do if you saw this? Huh?
Para vocês que nunca viram jacaré, Rio Nabileque, Pantanal, Mato Grosso do Sul, município de Corumbá.
The crocodiles, children, at first I thought those were seals, right? At first I thought all of those were seals. Baby, when he zoomed in and I saw all of those were crocs, there's no way. Okay? There is no way, honey. I've never known crocodiles to do all that, right? Okay. I never known crocs to do that. So they up on the beach. It's like they were on vacation. Like they just came on the land. You had about what, mile, 2 miles of stretch of nothing but crocodiles? Can you imagine? What if, child, what if you did not know that? See, this is where I am with this. Okay. Now I don't know if this beach is inhabitable or not. Okay. Again, this is a TikTok video, and as you can hear, the commentator, I think that's French that he's talking. I don't know the language. It just sounded French. So this is somewhere, honey, overseas somewhere. Okay. But whatever this is, can you imagine walking up thinking you're going to go to the beach, bitch? Okay. And just so happens to where you got thousands and thousands, well, I'm saying hundreds of thousands, well, hundreds of crocodiles just sprawled out. Okay. Just sprawled the fuck out. Okay. Now they chilling at the moment, because they're acting as if they ain't hungry. They, but could you, how? Could you, oh, no. No. No, Jesus, no. No, I don't get it. Can't understand that one. Don't understand that one, honey. So, what you say? Secondly, somebody getting me a pair of cowboy boots from that Crocodile Dundee. Okay, exactly. Okay, exactly. Oh, just absolutely, just crazy, honey. Absolutely crazy and senseless. And I don't understand it. I don't get it. Okay, I truly just don't understand what all that is. If it was a crocodile migration, yeah. And then you had, now those are the ones that was on the beach. Now you saw the ones that was in the water. Okay. Wow. I'm trying to really put all that together, you know. I'm trying to put all that together because, you know, we do know that crocs are able to walk on land and carry on, and this, that, and the third. And I know here in Georgia, we got the bears. The bears are coming out looking for food and carrying on, and they're being seen in places that they ought not be in. But hell, they're coming looking for food. Now, you know, about to go into winter, so it's about hibernation time for them. But what is that, child? The way the bears are coming in these people's backyards, is that one of the news reporters, they fucked up her rental car. Said she had left a Chick-fil-A bag and Chick-fil-A drink, the drink glass in the car. Bears got up in that bitch and towed that car down. Just totaled it. Okay. So it's like, what's going on? You know, we're having more and more of these kinds of happenings to where the animals now are basically, they're fighting for survival too. You know, they're coming up on land and this, that, and the other, and doing what seems to be, you know, a little craziness and carrying on. So how do we do that? To all of my traditional Christian children out there, honey, I thought we were supposed to have dominion over the land and over the animals, honey, but it seems like the animals, honey, are trying to have dominion over. They don't communicate. We can't communicate with them in an intelligent kind of way to say, hey, what's going on? We don't know if you're hungry or not. We don't know if this is your baby, you mad because we done touched your child or whatever. You know? Y'all seen the thing with the children and with the raccoons? They got okay. The thing with, they got the raccoon like they pets. Yeah. Okay. Just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy, honey. Although without Vaseline, my feet look okay. Intensive care, honey. With cocoa butter. Right. Robot, that could be in Australia. It could be. It could be, you know. But wow. Okay. I just can't. I don't know what to do with all that, honey. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, child. Oh, okay. I'm trying to hold off on this next story because I know this one is going to be a doozy. Okay, this one is going to be a doozy. I got two doozies coming, and I'm trying to. I know I had a clip, but I was trying to trim it out. But what I'm probably end up doing is cutting it after. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me see if it uploads because it might be too long for me to upload it here. But we're gonna get into this, child. Okay, we're gonna get into it. Yeah, we gonna get into this. I think what I will do, let me take a commercial break so that way I can get my mindset to go into this, okay? Because this is going to be, like I say, it has us in a bad light, and yeah, I can't stand it, honey. I just can't stand it. So here, let me do this. We'll be right back, and all of that. So yeah. Woo. You'll understand in a minute. I'll talk to you on the other side of this break.
Have you tried Big Rob popcorn? It's a wonderful anytime snack that everyone will love. Available in 3 flavors. Grown and sexy, which is the perfect mix of cheddar, cheese, and caramel. Sugar Shack, a fruitful flavored mix of watermelon and apple. So delicious and good. How about spicy butter and white cheddar? Everyone loves it. That's why it's called good. All Big Rob snacks are manufactured in a FDA approved facility and flash sealed for freshness, safety, and worldwide delivery. To order, call or text 937-367-8650. That's 937-367-8650. Or contact Big Rob via Instagram at Hey Big Rob. As the holidays approach, take advantage of the holiday special. Purchase more than 2 bags and receive a free CD. Call or text 937-367-8650 to place your order now. Big Rob popcorn, the perfect snack that you will love. It's so delicious.
One. Hi everybody, I'm Lily, and today I'm going to share my book with the whole entire world. like and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Angelo Ellerby, the Henry Higgins of hip-hop, is the founder, president, and CEO of Double Exposure Media Relations. Double Exposure Media Relations is a full-service public relations, marketing, and artist development firm specializing in publicity, photography, artist promotion and artist development, makeup artistry, event production, and EPK development. Celebrating over 45 years in the industry, Angelo believes that a culture that does not take care of nor respect its artists is a culture that leaves nothing behind to appreciate. Let Angelo help you make dollars and cents of the entertainment industry. Contact Double Exposure Media Relations at 201-224-6570. That's 201-224-6570. We're not asking for your permission. We're not seeking your approval. We're claiming what's ours in the name of our ancestors. We are their answered prayers. This is more than a movement. This is a revolution. Black innocence. What are yours today? The views and opinions expressed here on Dishing TV are strictly those of the hosts and guests of this program. They do not reflect the views and opinions or governing actions of any of the sponsors or affiliates of Dishing TV Entertainment, Artist First Entertainment, Big Guy ENT, Atlanta Hot Radio, Black GDP TV, or Diversity TV. Your viewing and listening discretion is advised. And we are back. If you're still with us, honey, thank you. Like, subscribe, share on whatever platform you're watching on, honey. We do appreciate it. We love you. We thank you, darlings. Thank you. Okay. Here, I wanted to continue on with we were talking about Bart Simpson and animated characters and carrying on. And I wanted to use it as a segue, but then I got to talk about parenting. But I want to use it as a segue because we have a story here. The internet done got wild again. And after the trailer had dropped for The Little Mermaid, we got folks that have just lost their damn minds about Ariel being black. Okay? And I wish I had found the clip. I had the clip of there was a whole bunch of babies, honey. When they saw the clip, it was a reaction, and you know the black babies were like, "Oh my God, she's black," and it was a whole big thing, right? Well, honey, take a look at this. Okay, how about this one? I was a little upset with that. One thing, problem with a black mermaid, Ariel knew her father. Bitch, okay, fuck you. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, oh yeah, they cutting the hell up. They cutting all the way up, child. I want to whoop her ass for this. Okay. What about this? Christians against Little Mermaid. You hear that? Christians against the Little Mermaid. Are you are you for real? The Christian church. Okay. And then someone said this. Keep complaining about Ariel, honey. We coming for He-Man next. And they put this up there. Okay. I think the one that really it's two of them that really gets me. This one here, The Little Mermaid, honey. She got a little Newport cigarettes and carrying on. And this one here about Ariel knew her father. Okay. And those right there, I think, have been the ones that have really gotten me, kind of gotten up under my skin with all of this. And even though, it's internet trolling and carrying on, my question is, what is it that we need to do here? Okay, because number one, the Ariel thing is a live action thing. Disney is wonderful for having a multiracial casting when they do the live things or whatever. Remember Cinderella, Brandy plays Cinderella. Cinderella was black, and Prince Charming was Asian, I think it was, and all of that. So Disney is really progressive in their thinking. Now that's saying a lot considering where they came from, because back in the day, some of the cartoons that carried on back in the day of when they first got started with Mickey Mouse and all that kind of jazz, honey, they had a lot of racial overtones, and things of that nature. A lot of them did, and now that we're on this whole thing of being inclusive, and particularly now, y'all do know that today started, was it today or yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Yesterday, yes, the 15th. It goes from September 15th to October 15th, which is odd that it starts in the middle of the month. But y'all know this is Hispanic Heritage Month now. So interesting that all this is coming on the heels of a lot of what we're trying to celebrate and this, that, and the other. Not necessarily understanding that. But what are your thoughts on all of this? Because it's trolling and carrying on. When we found out that Halle Bailey was going to be Ariel a long time ago for the live action remake of the movie, then all of a sudden they came with the live action television. And remember that confusion that we had because it was the white girl playing up there? We like, well, wait a minute, hold up. And like, no, this is the television thing. And that's when Queen Latifah played Ursula and Shaggy was playing Sebastian and all that kind of jazz. So now what do we have here? Okay, what is it that we're looking at? Are we, for all of my power to the people children? No, not you. I want to talk to all of my Black conservative children out there. Those of you who keep saying that racism doesn't exist, and those of you who keep saying that Blacks always run to the racial card or playing the racial card and playing victims, what do you say about all this? Huh? Because I get to hear a Black conservative come out to say something positive about this, that playing the diversity card, playing the whole, what I just said about Disney. Disney is looking to be multiracial and show America as it is. I have yet to hear any of the Black conservatives take that particular approach. Where are you in all of this controversy? And now I've seen posts and carrying on, everybody like, okay, well, look, we got 350 billion people on the planet or whatever the case may be. And y'all so busy worried about just only a handful of folks. So it's like, no, the handful are the ones that got all the goddamn mouth. They're the ones that sitting up, putting up this and putting up that and sitting across the waves. And we don't have enough anything to counteract it. See, this is the one thing. Remember when we talk about balance. Remember, I keep telling y'all, balance is the key. Okay, it's not the fact that you're saying this. Okay, because we can get around all of that. But if we got this kind of noise coming, where is the counter noise to balance this off? You understand? It's just like what we're talking about with Trump. Okay, and all his foolishness and buffoonery and carrying on. Where is the counterbalance to him? You understand? We got so many folks in his fucking corner to where we don't have enough folks who are not in his corner with the same amount of voice or louder to where we could get a balance of something here so we could not normalize this craziness. Racism would not be normalized if enough people will have if people who say they are against it and carrying on will let their voices be heard and then join the collective so that at least we can balance it out. If we hear, okay, then it's balanced out. But if we're not doing anything here, they could push right over us and go here. That's not balance, honey. That's not balance if I'm still going. You done knocked me the fuck out. So where is the balance in all of this? Where are Black conservatives and carrying on? Now y'all know I'm big on this because after I told y'all about watching Uncle Tom 2. I bought it. Yes, I bought it, and I watched it and carrying on, and yeah. So I'm on the Black conservative children, these children who say, you know, all the Larry Elders, the Candace Owenses, and carried on. The what's his name, Jesse something Ferguson, whatever his goddamn name is. I can't stand him. I can't stand him. I cannot stand him. Okay. The whole idea of all of this is where are your voices at? Because you so pro America, you so pro this, you know, and then you so pro America so much to where you have become pro white and anti-black in the way how you're presenting yourselves. And of course they say no, we're not. We're pro America and carrying on because just having a black card is not this, but you know, we're not victims, honey. I don't go around talking about this because I'm not a victim. Okay, then how is it that you explain this? Because this shit keeps happening. If you said that it doesn't exist, this shit keeps happening. Okay, here in Georgia, Herschel Walker said his campaign speech, oh, Raphael Warnock wants to divide us because he thinks that folks are racist. I think folks are just generous. Or whatever. Man, if you don't go back to making damn curtains and shit for the hotels and doing your damn thing with the chickens and leave politics alone, honey, go back to running your businesses, honey. That's where you thrive. You thrive in your businesses. You're not thriving in politics as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? And so because of that, we have this kind of shit going on, and we still got black folks trying to prove themselves. I'm so sick of us trying to prove it. If they don't know it by now, they ain't gonna get it. They don't want to get it. So what the fuck are we trying to prove? Who are we proving it to? Are you proving it to yourselves, or are we trying to prove it to them? Because they don't give a fuck. So now, knowing that, what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do to make us to bring us forward? What are we going to do as far as getting entrepreneurial spirits together and carrying on? How do we do that? How do we do that? I've been looking at courses and carrying on because I want to go back and get my master's. However, you know, I'm kind of torn on it because I don't want to take no more money out in debt and carrying on, which I really believe that education, I don't know why in the hell it costs so fucking much. And then why is it that you're telling me that I have to have this particular education in order for you to hire me? Okay. Or in order for me to get a leg up in the world. And yet I had to go in so much debt. And then you want interest on the money. Why is it that you want interest on money that you're giving me to go to school so that I can make money in the field that I'm supposed to be going in? Why is it that going to school is such a commodity to where it's a money-making business? Because all you ready to do is collect the interest off the money. You want to live off my money. Okay? Have it to where it takes me forever. Now, y'all know if I'm not in a job currently, they want me, if I was on the payment system that they wanted, my payment arrangement was supposed to have been $600 a motherfucking month for 10 years. $600 a month for the next 10 years in order to pay it off. But I couldn't afford $600 a month, so I had it to where it's based on my income. I'm doing $50 a month. Now you do the math. To pay back $75,000. Let's do it for you. Okay. Let's do that for you. Okay. Can we do that for you? So, all right, we're doing $50 a month times 12. That's $600 a year. So what I'm paying them in a year is what they wanted in a month. So that's $600. So now let me do this. I'm going to divide 75,000 divided by 600. That is 125 years. It would Ooh. At $50 a month, it would take me 125 years to pay off this debt. And I think my interest rate was at 3.5%. I think that's what it was. Okay. So wait a minute. Let me do this. So 600 times 3.5%. Okay, so that's only $21. So $21 a year. Okay. Now we just said that was 125. So 21 times 125. So that's an extra $2,625 in interest. Okay. So the loan, and I don't even think, did I do that right? No, I don't think I did that right. I'm supposed to multiply that, not divide. I'm going to multiply that. So it's times 3.5%. Oh, it's still 21. Okay, that's still 21. Okay. So, yeah. So that's an extra almost $3,000. Okay, that we'll be paying. So the loan goes from $75,000 to $78,000. Okay, that'll take 125 years to pay off. I'm only here for another 85. Okay. Okay. So that's still 40 more years left. Okay. 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 So, Chabba. Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely ridiculousness. Okay. Ridiculousness. All right. Let's go on to the next story, child. The next story is this. Okay. I'm going to show y'all his picture first. See this man here? His name is Jeff Cheney. Okay. He's the principal of a high school. I can't think of the name of the school right now. Okay. Oh, excuse me. But this is what happened. Okay, we're going to play this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bean footage. Okay, this is what happened.
He's at the desk and you say, "Yo, pimp, yo, cracker, what's up?" They're going to report that to their human resources division.
So, what am I calling you that is so bad?
Cracker.
Mm-hmm.
Cracker's slang for white, and it's the antonym to nigger, which is a very offensive comment, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's like almost saying that to a white person. Mm-hmm. And so we don't want kids using the term cracker here. I don't want anyone
pimp, cracker, and
cracker.
dog.
Right.
All right.
Okay. Now, get in the comments with me. Did y'all think that anything that he said was wrong or offensive? Okay. Because he did not know he was being recorded. That went and you know, kids recorded that went and made the news. Now I think that's here in Georgia somewhere. Okay. It made the local news here, and immediately he's a principal. He went on administrative leave and carried on. He apologized or whatever. And et cetera, because he was like, okay, that's a terrible word and blah, 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 blah. But my thing is this. I'm on his side with this. What was so fucking offensive? Because he covered everything. He said, and I read comments because he said the term cracker is the antithesis or the antonym to the word nigger. Okay. But it has the same weight. Okay. It's an offensive term. Okay. You saying this to white folks is like saying nigger to black folks. Okay. And we don't want that used here. Now where was the disgust? Where was where was it? Okay, where was it? Do you know folks got upset? You know, white folks got mad. Oh my God, that's just so that we don't use that word and blah 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 blah. And everybody, so this is the one thing about this particular subject that just pisses me off. What I get tired of us as Black folks wanting to sit and pull rank on a word that we say we don't like, that we say is very offensive, but yet we have the audacity to tell folks who can and cannot use the motherfucker. And then we want to make sure that it's done in context. And that whole argument of ER versus AH on the end, baby, is all the same. It's the same. It is the same. So now in this particular context with the principal, okay, the folks got all upset and riled. And I'm like, well, what did he do wrong? Now, he went up and apologized. And here's the thing. He apologized for using the N-word. But why is it cracker called the C word? How come fag is not called the F word? In some circles it is, for those who are trying to be conscious. But every other racial or ethnic cultural epithet, nothing gets reduced to a letter but nigger. Okay? Because we have allowed that one word to upset the entire world, to where every time we hear it come from a white person's mouth, everybody want to take offense to it. Everybody want to tell them they wrong and this, that, and other. And in this case, with this principal, what he said wasn't offensive. It wasn't wrong. He was having a teachable moment and carrying on with white students. With white students to tell them the impact of that word. Now, no one has talked about what the kids were saying. Because he said, oh, wait a minute, because he's trying to be hip and cool. Because he said, cracker, pimp, dog. Those are the terms he was using. Okay? And he did not recognize that he was being offensive. Now, how about that? How about that? The child did not know that to say the word cracker was offensive. But everybody jumped on in. And here's something I want you to understand. And I've said this on the show a long time ago. The word, it has such an offense to it, to where I had a coworker of mine get fired because he was having a conversation with me. I did not engage with the word because I don't like using the word unless I'm talking about oyster crackers, honey, graham crackers, okay, Ritz crackers, okay, a club cracker, okay. I love me a club cracker with some tuna fish, okay. Unless I'm talking about edible crackers, or Cracker Barrel. I don't like using that term because number one, I think it's stupid. Number two, folks don't realize that it has two, like nigga, cracker got multiple meanings. Okay. And a lot of folks don't realize that cracker was a word that upper echelons white folks called poor white folks. They called them crackers because they didn't feel like they belong with upper society. They would the higher echelons, honey, is what threw the white folks away that didn't have money and carrying on. This is where white privilege comes from, because it was poor white folks back in the day who was the ones running havoc and wreaking havoc on our ancestors and things because of their skin color. Who are you to look at me? You know, and this, that, and other. Why are you looking me in my eyes? All because of skin color. That had nothing to do with class or whatever. That's where white privilege comes from. That's the origination of it. Okay? So how is it that the child did not know that cracker was an offensive term? And why have we as a society don't pay attention to that? And why don't we teach it all? Y'all jumped on Michael Jackson's ass. Y'all jumped on Michael Jackson's ass, honey, when he made the song Black or White. Because he said, kick me, kike me, don't you, what is it? Kick me, kike me, don't you black or white me, blah, blah, whatever, you know, in the song was black and white. Okay, he went through all of the little epithets and stuff, and they jumped on Mike, honey. Oh, they jumped on Mike for that song. How could you use such language? Child, because y'all do. The fuck are you talking about? Hey, this is the world. The world knows these letters and these words, and they supposedly use it to hurt me. I told y'all this several times before. White folks can't get under my skin calling me a nigga. They can't, because I know how to get right back up under theirs. I call them a nigga lover. You want to see a bitch change colors? You want to see a white man go from the pink churren that we call them, honey, to stark red and half blue? You call him a nigga lover. Okay, just be prepared to back it up. Okay. Is that the one that don't really care about us? Okay, yeah. Okay, I got the wrong song. All I got to say is they don't really care about it. Yeah, you're right. Okay. All right. So, that word, and I told y'all this the other day. How is it that we act like we're the only ones to use that word, but yet in all of our songs, y'all want hip hop and rap to be mainstream, but every other word y'all calling each other niggas and bitches and hoes and things. So if a white person come to your concert, and I said I love this example, because if I'm caught up in the song, okay, because I'm sitting up here doing this song, I'm supposed to stop singing the song because I'm around a bunch of black folks, because I can't say that, because y'all say I can't say the word nigga? What kind of sense does that motherfucking make? What kind of sense does that make? And yet you want your music to cross over. Well, no, let me take that back. You don't want your music to cross over. You don't know white folks are buying it, because it's supposed to be repping the hood. But in this case, tell me where he's wrong. Tell me. I'm still a little salty with the fact that everybody jumped on what's the child? Oh shit. I'm looking right at his face and can't call his name. What's the child? Oh Lord. Oh, y'all know the commentator, the late night commentator that's on cable. The white guy that dates black girls. What's his name, child? All the Jimmys keep coming up, but it ain't none of them. What's his damn name? He's a comedian. But anyway, Ice Cube went to go be on his show to tell him why, calling himself a house nigga. You know, no, not Jimmy Kimmel, baby. Oh my God, I can't call his name. Oh God, what is his name? Jesus. It's bothering me because I got to get his name. I got to get his name, child. What the hell is his name? Oh. Anywho, Bill Maher. Thank you. That's it. Bill Maher. Okay, thank you. Real time with Bill Maher. Thank you, Wanda. That's who I'm talking about. That's exactly who I'm talking about. When he called him at that time, he stood up there and he called him, hey, nah, I'm just nothing but a house nigga. Okay. And the audience flipped the kid off, which I thought was funny as hell. Okay, that was funny to me. But folks got mad. Folks got upset. Because he stood up there and used the N-word and blah, blah, blah. I said, but he talked about himself. He called himself that. What the fuck are we upset about? Why? And then Ice Cube go on there and then wanted to tell him about having such a pass. You got a black card pass because you date black women, you hang with black folks, and blah, 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 blah. But we let you get too comfortable because you feel you could use that word. And I'm sitting there listening to this. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Are you really serious? Wait a minute. Wait. You mean to tell me that we as a people got so much power, we don't know how to recreate Black Wall Street. We don't know how to get our educational system back together to where our kids are learning about our history and carrying on. We don't know how to do anything in the collective that we're supposed to do, but we got so much power to where we're going to take this power and tell motherfuckers who can and who cannot use the word nigga. Where does this make sense? Where does this make sense? I'm looking at all of us who are in entertainment, those who are the upper echelons of it, we have more black millionaires than ever in the history of this country. Okay. I'm still waiting for bigger collaborations. I know we got some and they do it privately and this, that, and the other. I know they come together, to build their own small little conglomerates. Okay. And things of that nature to make a coin or two. Good. Hey. Okay. But what I'm waiting on is for those who have the resources to create more jobs, to create the opportunities that you say are supposed to be existing in the communities from which, even if you went back to your own community where you come from, if you went back to your own community, honey, what would you do? Where is all of that? But we going to sit down here and tell somebody who got the power to say and use the word nigga? Are we really that damn delusional to where that's the only thing we want to focus our energy or harness the power that we have to say who can and cannot use this word? What? I'm having an issue with that. I'm having an issue with it. Y'all come on. If y'all disagree with me, and let's talk it out. Because I need it to make sense. Balance this out. Balance this out. Because right now we're here. Okay, balance it out. We don't have to agree, but balance it out. Let's balance this conversation till we can say, okay, that needs to be a conversation because, you know what I'm saying? And then counter that because this is where this is. Okay. This is where whoa, wait, I like it. Wanda, what you say? Wait a minute, what you say? Unless you got the copyright, shut the fuck up. As with everything. Shit. Okay, hey. Bada boom, bada bing, and there you have it. Okay, and there you have it. I'm still trying to understand this. Listen, I'm still trying to get into my entrepreneur spirit. I have it. I have to follow up with myself. That was one of the things I wanted to talk about. I put on the docket today or at least on our tea party agenda, okay, our tea conversations, okay, a high tea moment, honey, because we're dishing tea. But I had to do a follow-up with myself, be ready to tackle certain things because everybody say business is supposed to be about common sense or whatever, but when it comes down to putting stuff on paper and this, that, and the other, it's a little bit more than that. You really got to go through the fire, honey, to come out gold, because everything about the world of business, I can't stand it. I really can't stand it because, and the way how the world is taught, unless you're cutthroat, and shrewd and, treat people like dirt or whatever, honey, they don't take you seriously. You have to be shrewd and I don't believe that. I do not believe that business requires that. Now, firm, yes, but shrewd, no. Okay. Backstabbing, backbiting, trying to be about mergers and acquisitions. I really believe that there's space for everybody. The whole idea is everybody can sit down and do this thing. Now not everybody's meant to be an entrepreneur. There has to be worker bees. There are folks who thrive off working. There are folks who thrive off being the boss, being the creator. That's what we, that's the balance of the world. Okay. So with that being said, we have so many people who have the resources and the opportunities. They can create opportunities to where they can hire folks. They can create companies to where people can absolutely create a living, a decent living. But yet we're not necessarily tapping into all of that. This whole thing about that word is bothering me on that particular level. Okay. With this pastor, with the principal of the school, that was such a teaching moment there to where I don't, and like he said, we don't want those words being used here. So where okay. Boom. Okay. All right. So let's move on, honey. Let's move on. Do I got anything else comical to show up in here? Yes, I do actually. Wait a minute. Y'all want to see some funny shit? Y'all want to see some funny shit? Okay. Wait a minute. I'm trying to get them all. Hold on. I got one up in here. I'm trying to get the other ones because I forgot to put them up in here so we can play them, the clips. But I love these children. And what they do is they go to Trump rallies and carry on and ask these particular questions, child. And y'all got to get into some of these responses, okay? You really do. You just, you just, you just have to get into these responses, honey, because I swear, this here is some of the funniest shit. You can't make it up. You cannot make this shit up. Listen to this.
Do you think Hillary Clinton should have been charged for treason?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. But the Clinton clan will cover them no matter what happens.
And if Trump has found that he had the classified documents, would you want to charge him with treason?
No, negative.
No.
No, I would not.
Okay. But if he did the same thing with Hillary, would you want him to be charged?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay. But her, she could go treason, maybe potentially die. Him, if he did the same thing, no treason.
Because Trump is a patriot, Hillary is not.
Can you stand it? Wait a minute. Hold up.
I don't know why she's doing this.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Not that one yet. Hold on.
What do you think about Anthony Fauci?
Oh my God, I can't even believe he made it this far. No, the guy's gone. He's in Gitmo. So.
Really? Who else is in Gitmo besides Anthony Fauci?
You know, you got Hollywood there, you've got politicians, you've got elites. The Clintons are there, the Obamas are there. You know, it goes on and on. I don't want to be the one to sit here and misquote somebody or say something, but
you don't want to say anything irresponsible.
Exactly.
Can you stand it? And this is recent. Listen, this is recent. Okay? At these particular rallies. Okay, Chuck, you can't make...
My name is Ralph Rebant, and I'm running for the governor of Michigan. I'm a pastor, but I'm running on bringing God back into culture because I'm convinced that if we don't get God right in this next election, nothing will matter.
Bringing God back to Michigan, what would that look like? Would there be religion taught in schools?
There would be, as our founder said, the Bible should be the basic textbook in Scripture, in schools.
Are there books that you don't want to see in schools?
I would remove the pornography.
So we need to ban books that have pornographic imagery in them, right?
Yes, yes.
Because somebody was telling us about a book that had like 2 daughters getting their dad drunk and having sex with them.
Yeah, I knew you were going that way. I knew you were doing that. Yeah, it's a good point.
So you're saying ban the Bible in school?
No, I'm not saying ban the Bible in school. I get where you're going with your questions.
Right, because you're saying anything that has a pornographic image should be banned, and there are some images in the Bible about sex and incest and things like that. So it sounds like you're saying we should ban the Bible.
What I am saying is that the Judeo-Christian principles on which our country is founded need to be brought back into culture. And I can't state it any more clearly than that.
If that means banning the Bible, so be it.
The Bible would not be banned from culture or...
From the schools. I'm just saying the schools. Protect the kids.
No,
Can you stand it? Wait, there's more.
Tell us about it. What is negative 48?
Okay, well, negative 48 is Michael Brian Protzman. He is teaching gematria. Michael Jackson sang about it. A, B, C, easy as 1, 2, 3.
And so what is gematria exactly?
A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. A being 1 and Z being 26.
So Michael Jackson, was he part of negative 48?
No, but he is...
You keep saying is he...
He's alive, brother. Michael Jackson's not dead.
Michael Jackson is alive.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay, let's bring him back here for a second.
JFK
who do you think...
not dead.
Really?
He was resurrected 4 days later as Jesus Christ. Just like Lazarus. Yeah, bro,
JFK was resurrected as Jesus Christ.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And he is your president. And Junior is your vice president as we speak.
As we speak, right now, JFK Sr. is president and JFK Jr. is vice president.
Absolutely.
And you can't buy this, honey. You cannot buy this. These children, do you see what we are dealing with? Okay? And these children are at rallies. These are the children who support Agent Orange and absolutely they out there. You hear? They are out there. Okay. What do you do? What do you do? What did you do? Wait a minute. I got one more. I got to find it. Because I think this is the one that really just breaks the entire mold of all of this, child. Okay. Because I'm telling you, honey, when I saw this, I screamed, and I hope I downloaded it. Please, Lord. Please tell me I downloaded this. I know I attempted to. But I got to make sure that's what that I did, because child, what happened? Wait a minute, did I get it? Jesus, did I get it? Let me see if this is the one. Let me see. I hope it is. I hope it is, child. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming.
You think that Trump is actually still in power right now?
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
So you think Biden is not the current president right now?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir. Never believed it.
So Trump is the current president right now?
Yes, sir.
So are you mad at Trump for the high gas prices?
No. It's not Trump's fault.
Whose fault is it then?
He's got to set all this.
But Joe
up.
Biden, where's Joe Biden? He said he's not president.
He's not the president.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is.
So how could the gas prices be his fault if he's not president?
What you don't understand what they're trying to do. They have to wake up the dingleberries that are still asleep.
Okay.
Yeah, they believe this. Did you? These are the children that they believe all of this. You hear? Do you hear what I'm trying to tell you, honey? They believe all of this, honey. They believe it. Wait a minute. I'm hoping I uploaded the right thing. I hope I did, child. Oh Lord, wait a minute. I ain't gonna play it because it might be smut. And I'm live, honey. And I can't edit this out if it is. And I don't want no smut up in here because, child, I'm talking real smut, honey, real X-rated material. And I'm hoping that's not what that is, but I ain't gonna play it. I ain't gonna play it, honey, because it just might be, and it'll get me all the way in trouble. So maybe I need to switch to the extra large icon so I can see, right? I got them on a large, but I need to see it because the way how the pictures are, honey, it's anywho, let's play this.
But I already know why she doing this. She don't like me because she know I used to mess with her sister man before her sister. Boo. All about her ugly behind Billy. Girl, Billie Jean. Girl, Jean Davis. All about a man that I ain't messed with in over 10 years. Baby, move. Baby, move, baby. Baby, move, please. The police taking forever to get here.
They coming.
No, you need to move from this door. You locking me in here. Somebody I stole something. What I was like, but what did I steal? What did I steal?
Why was you digging down there, ma'am?
Because I'm out there and my coochie was itching. And I had a right to scratch it because I'm grown. And I have a whole damn panty line of pad.
It didn't look like you was scratching down there.
I know what I was doing, baby. There ain't nothing down there, is it? Is there something down there? Draws.
There's a longer clip. There's a whole 2-minute clip. Oh, child. Why? Why? I love these. Trevor Noah does these. Child. Okay, they ate that QAnon pizza. You so stupid. Dumb people. Honey, listen, I don't understand it. I really and truly don't understand it. You can see their minds scrambling, check their pockets for drugs. I say the same thing. I say the exact same thing. The clip that I'm trying to find is the one where they was up here with the women, honey. They at an anti-abortion rally, right? And so they sitting up there saying, adoption, we adopt the kids, put the kids up for adoption. So he went down every line and asked each and every one of them that at this their thing, did they adopt any kids? How many kids did they adopt? Now one of them said, all of them said, no, I didn't adopt any. No, I don't. None. No, I haven't adopted any kids. But you at this damn rally anti-abortion talking about, put the kids up for adoption. See, that's the shit that I'm talking about when it comes down to that particular argument. Y'all so busy worried about the baby before it's born, to where when the baby get here, there's nothing in place, and then the orphanages and the children's homes and carrying on are full of children that can't get a home. But yet you want to advocate to tell somebody else what to do, and we not even taking care of the kids that's already here. Not taking care of the children that are already here. And that brings me to a bigger point with that, because when we talk about government agencies and carrying on, y'all mad about folks who on welfare and misusing food stamps and this, that, and the other. And you're talking, when they were paying for all the kids, and you got mad because folks was having kids just to get a bigger check. But who's taking care of the kids, honey, that are in these foster care systems and the agencies before they go into foster care? And all the orphanages, homes, and things of that nature. Who are taking care of all these kids? Because that's tax dollars going to those particular agencies, right? Because part of what we do, like we do for Social Security and this, that, and the other, that we pay for those particular programs. So where's the outrage and all of that for all of our pro-lifers out there who get sick and tired of government intervention and government getting in the way of shit? Where are all of my conservatives, and particularly my black conservatives? Since you're about businesses and carrying on, where are you with the support of making sure that these particular orphanages, honey, are out of children? Where are you to where these kids can become adopted, okay, and put into proper homes so that the taxpayers don't have to keep paying for these kids? Where art thou? Huh? Because that dawned on me. I was like, well, we have all these different agencies and carrying on. Where are, the money coming from somewhere to take care of them? And those are state entities or whatever, not necessarily federal, but those are state entities, but I think they're getting federal money. See, probably state and federal, So where are all the people at with those particular questions? You understand? Okay. You said too busy talking kids out of safe homes. How about it? Okay, taking them out and carrying on. Okay, I hate that. But them Mormons got adoption on lock. They love to adopt black children. Ooh.
And they take your money.
Child support. Well, you know what? Let's talk about that child support thing, because y'all know I'm as much as I understand what it's supposed to do. Y'all know that whole child support system, that damn thing needs to be overhauled. Because one of the things I do not like is the fact that men get the brunt of that child support. I'm telling y'all, being from Michigan, my nerves still ain't right about the guy who found out for 16 years he had been paying child support, but he finally found out that he was not the biological father of the child. Okay? And after all this time, the courts still made him pay those extra 2 years, be saying that's the only father that baby knew. And so they made him continue to pay child support, and did not offer to give him his money back. And I'm like, wait. How in the fuck is he still legally responsible? His name wasn't on the birth certificate. How in the hell is he legally responsible when you done found out that this ain't the T? So, women, I have yet to hear of a woman who goes down to fight to make sure that her child support and her check and her livelihood is not tampered with. You understand? It's very few women who end up getting paid to have to pay child support. Very few. And yet we don't hear of every time, we don't hear men going down there and say, oh, I need an increase in the child support. You understand? We don't hear that. But every motherfucking time a woman get hot in her ass or upset because she think that he with another woman and carrying on, and she ain't got no parts or can't get back with the dude, then she want to do a fucking increase. Okay, because you mad. You understand? I got a personal thing with that. I ain't gonna put my brother's business out there like that, because every time I think about it, I don't know all the facts, and I never talked to my former sister-in-law about that, but I just know I'm pissed about it. And until I hear her side of the story and I can make my own conclusion, yeah. But every time I turned around, my brother was telling me something that would piss me off. Okay, and carrying on. But he, like so many other men, the whole idea of jealousy and carrying on and this, that, and the other, because you mad because he got a life that doesn't include you, but you figure because you got his kids, you gonna fuck him up and want to make life miserable. So you gonna go get an increase in the child support. Every time he get a raise, you think you're supposed to get an increase. Mm-hmm. Man pays $500 a month, then the baby gets $75 and the agencies get the rest first. Ooh. Mic drop. Mic drop. Okay, mic drop. Okay. Because and here's the thing, because if the mama's on, here's where it is. If the mother is on any kind of welfare assistance, food stamps, ADC, or whatever the case may be, yeah, because the state tried to recoup the money from the damn child support. One of my family members treating me on this paying child support as she should. Really? Okay. Okay, that's interesting. You stupid elbow cough, elbow cough. Okay. But nonetheless, this is the world where we live in, honey. This is the world in which we live in. So now let me go. I don't have the damn video. I can't find it. I downloaded it, but I can't find the one that I'm looking for. And I've been doing this all damn day. I saw it. I'm like, bitch, it's here. And here's the question. How many of y'all have seen the video that has gone viral about the dude who was engaged to a woman, older woman, brought up from Louisiana, and et cetera, right? 3 months before the wedding, he decides to break off their little thing. But then he ends up marrying the dude that he was already seeing. They had been seeing, he was seeing this child off and on. But here's the gag. Bitch, he didn't walk down the aisle as a boy. He walked down the aisle, honey, in drag. Okay. He walked down the aisle, honey, in full regalia, bitch. Wedding dress and all. Okay. Shaved his beard and mustache, bitch. He painted for the gods. Okay. So now, here's the thing. The video that I had, damn it, I know it's here, but I know it's here.
You know it's there?
Oh, you know what? I'm looking in the wrong place. That's why. That's why. Because I did it as a YouTube download. That's why. I'm in the wrong era. Yeah. This was a YouTube download. And, okay. Yeah, I remember it now. I remember the name. Miss Messy C. That's her name. Miss Messy C. No, that's too long. I can't play. I was trying to cut this. Let me see if I can still clip it, because if I can edit this down, because I want to give the children their props, because I found this on somebody else's doo-wop. But most of this is hold on, y'all. Hold on. No, I don't want that there. The Godly channel. G-A-W-D-L-Y, Godly.
You say Godly channel?
The Godly channel. Yes. Yes, girl, I'm doing the show. Hush.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. This is where all this is. She has the doo-wop that we need, and I'm trying to I got to cut it, because what I need, how I need to cut this, honey, it has to be the right edit, okay? But nonetheless, child, that's what this is, okay? C'est la vie, c'est la vie. So what were y'all thoughts on that, my darlings? Because everything about this just screamed wrong, and it screamed, okay, ass whooping. All right, completely. It screamed ass whooping, and I'm just gonna be quite honest with it, because one of the things that we as the alphabet children, honey, have been, fighting against and trying to make sure that we understand, okay, is we are looking to make sure that these kinds of images are not the narrative of us. You understand? It's ridiculously insane. It's what it is. Okay, just ridiculously insane. And I'm trying to understand it. Okay, why is it that we take ourselves through these particular changes and allow ourselves to be life's guinea pigs? Okay, why do we do that? Okay, why do we do that is the question. Okay, why? How do we understand all this? Why do we think that something about this is supposedly the right thing to do? Okay, how do we get involved in this? How is it that we make this interesting? Okay, it just it makes no sense anywhere. Okay, but what I find to be something and interesting in all of this is these children here seem to be putting this on. Now I'm gonna be very real with it. Now DC, y'all know DC is my partner in crime on Wednesdays, honey. We do we on the money train with DC on Wednesdays, and I come in as cutting meat, right? Okay, so the whole idea is what he told me. He says that a friend of his know the girl that was in question, right? And says that she fucked up in the head about it and carrying on and blah blah yakety spleen. But there's some things in here that lead me to believe that either they thought they were going to get rich off of this, or this is supposed to be some kind of do-I-diddy for a reality show type venture. Okay, and that's how it strikes me. Okay, and on top of it, the sensationalism of all this is what it is, because supposedly he or she went on a reality show to uncover this. This is supposed to, whatever the reality show is, I don't know. It might have been a YouTube thing or something. But he went on the show to reveal the secret that he'd been holding on to. And supposedly this is how the woman found out. Okay. Now the gag is that they kept the same wedding date. He planned a wedding date with her. 3 months before the wedding, he called it off, but yet married the dude on the same wedding date at the same place. Okay. So some folks are saying, well, maybe, they had already put the down payment and stuff down. He didn't want to lose his deposit. Perhaps, they kept the same date so he wouldn't lose any money in it or whatever. I'm like, child, I ain't buying all that. That motherfucker set that up. And for the drama of it all, I think that's what we got going on here. Okay. Now, again, this is courtesy of the Godly channel on YouTube. I'm going to play this clip because I want y'all to see this. Okay. And I cut it because I didn't want to play the whole thing. But y'all just take a look at this.
You know, like, you know how they say a man know? You know, it wasn't there. It wasn't. This woman right here is totally, she's a woman. Everybody else was 22, 24, 25. This is a woman. It's a different when you're messing with a little girl and you're messing with a woman. A woman like structure. Listen, I used to sleep. Everybody I be when I sleep with my phone right here because I knew I wasn't ready. I don't want nobody looking at my phone. Guess what? She logged in on my Facebook. She logged in on my Instagram page. She logged in on my TikTok page. So whenever they private message me, I think they're going to try something.
They see you.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
She's
First
right
Lady.
there.
I never let nobody hold my phone all night because I knew I wasn't ready. She can have my phone. She can answer my phone. There's nothing to hide.
And I also think it's timing. He like he said, he wasn't ready, and now he's ready to change.
Okay.
And I appreciate her for just dealing with me and giving me a chance to show her I can be the best man.
Right.
And you know what she told me? She said, foremost, you the best man I ever had.
I definitely thought he was gay.
You about to make me cry.
You messed her makeup up.
Love her. She's understanding. She know about my past. Went to the health unit, got blood work done for her. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. She the best. When I say she the best, like it's hard to find somebody to understand my past. Not just that, she working with me. She wouldn't work. So our next step is she good with my kids love. So now I'm from Louisiana, she from Louisiana. I moved to Atlanta before I moved this place. So now we're about to relocate together. She can work anywhere, she a nurse. So we relocate, I'm about to buy us a house cash. She won't have no more household to pay, and we're gonna grow from there. But I don't need to be nowhere around people that I already know. We need to learn each other, we need to grow, we need to be in our own peace of mind. So my house I have in Louisiana, I'm gonna rent that out, and I'm gonna buy a new house, Mobile, Alabama.
So you think a new start, a new environment would be better?
New start, new environment, raise the kids, we get to know each other, it's all about us. And we get... See, I want to do that too, but it got to be with a man. Okay, I know, but I prefer a woman. You know, if when you bisexual, you have a choice. You want a girl or a boy, or girl, girl. I did it already. I'm going on 40 years old. I'm raising daughters in high school, 9th grade. Have a 5-year-old son. So guess what he watching? He watching his daddy. So when he watches daddy be where we go. I want him to be. I don't judge people because I live the life. I can never judge you and say, oh, I don't live this lifestyle no more. So I hate him. He just stop that. I can't appreciate you because it's a battle I've been fighting. So that's what you want to do. That's why I tell people about judging people. I just feel like if you're a Christian, real Christian don't judge. Whatever you want to do in your life. If my child, Haley, grew up and she want to be a dyke, I'm going to love her. She my child. She my dyke. You know, I'm not going to tell her, don't do this, not what God wants you to do. She got to figure it out. So I can't change right now. I can't change what I'm doing because mama don't like it. Sister, I got to do it when I'm ready to do it. And I'm ready now. One time I wasn't ready. I wanted to play.
So you feel like marrying a woman would be the right thing? That's the right thing.
Not just marrying her, being with her first, learning each other, knowing her, and then we're going to get married. You're going to tell me more blessings pour in your life. You know? Hey, that's what I want to do. I just don't want no more kids. She want one more baby. Hey, if it happens too as well. They come with the territory, but she there for the long haul.
Okay, I got a personal service announcement. Everybody worried about my life, what I'm doing in my life, how it's going. Everybody worried about her life, why is she with me and what's going on. Just mind your fucking business. It's just that fucking easy. I'm disease-free, blood work saw that, okay? I never had a disease in my life. Whatever past life I had, everybody have a past. A lot of females right now, they were married ass men that fucking with men on the side. Okay? God is using me this season. I want y'all to stay the fuck out of my business. Don't worry about it. Let me tell you something. If her family see you in a store, or if y'all see me in a store, don't mention nothing negative. We don't want to hear nothing negative. All we want you to do is just speak positive over us right now at this point in time. Nothing but positive energy. Y'all broke ass, ramen noodle, kaboom, king, vitamin, peacock built ass hoes need to stay the fuck out of my business if you're not going to speak positive on us. Okay? The wedding is September 3rd, 2020, what? 2.
It's like everybody want to know about a breakup on my page. Y'all, it's light. We broke up. I just decided that we wasn't compatible. It had nothing to do with nothing. It just I'm an upper. I like to go. I like to do things, and so we you know, hey, it's light. And I had to make a big decision. So that's enough for you. It's no bad feelings. Yeah, they got somebody on here that they press. We go in here and block them. Have a little block party right there. A little small little block party. Make it small. That's fine. I might say it with the next one too. Somebody say, I'm gonna tell y'all something about me. I'm a Gemini. I'm gonna protect my energy at all costs. If I love you today, and I don't love you two months later, if I feel some certain kind of way, I'm not gonna stay in a situation that I'm not happy. Okay, that's what's wrong with a lot of people now. Oh, they just staying in. Well, people, I don't give a fuck what y'all say or what y'all think. If I'm going through something, I'm not gonna go through it because I'm a hyper. I'm hyper. I like to go. I like to smile. I like to keep people happy. I'm not gonna be nowhere where I'm depressed and can't be myself.
Okay.
Okay. So now that's Miss Messy C. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me go to these comments. I'm going to start here. I know a woman right now with child support warrant refusing to pay and don't want her son. My God, today. Oh, I saw that. Okay. Mateo says, well, these beta males of Negroid race and Islamic African males can only toe tag black women and black transgender gays because they have no nuts to confront Arab men and white men open enemy. Now that's very that way. Okay. Very interesting statement. Very interesting statement. I'm gonna process that. Let me process that down. Let me process that down. Interesting. And the reason what makes that interesting is because they have no nuts to confront Arab males and white males. Wow. Okay. All right. Me personally would have chosen my hands. This is catfish TV mess. Okay. I feel so bad for her, but how did she know? According to what I had heard, okay, and I'm still trying to put all these pieces together. The thing is that it was said a friend of hers showed her the reality show that the child was on. And that's how all this came to be, because he was supposed to go on the reality show to reveal a secret. And so the best friend came to her and said, this is the secret he's been trying to tell. He's been keeping from you. Okay. Oh, you said how she didn't know. Okay. But that's just it. He keeps saying that she knew about his past. She knew about his past. She knew about his past. Right? So in this, honey, this is why I'm saying that this has reality show vibes for me. Okay. Now, this child claiming that he's bisexual. Okay, he has 3 children. Okay, and this, that, and the other. From what I'm understanding, he's a former drug dealer in another life, some damn way or whatever. But I don't know his business. Okay, fine. But nonetheless, he was trying to do this conversion thing and carrying on. She's a nurse. She'd have moved up, whatever. She'd have moved in with him. I think they're here somewhere. No, it's supposed to be in Louisiana, but from what I'm understanding, she's supposed to, whatever. Wherever they are, child, she moved from where she lived to be with him. Okay. And the whole thing of it is, for me, is like, okay, wait a minute. Why is it that she uprooted her life for them? And then look at what the clips that we have, honey. She only said maybe 1 or 2 sentences in the whole thing. The bed scene was too much for me because I'm like, okay, why is he the one doing all the damn talking? You know what I'm saying? And he keeps saying, well, she knows my past, she knows me, she knows this, she knows that. Okay, if she knows all this, then what's the problem? And you said we broke up because I realized we were not compatible. Well, what wasn't you compatible with? Now, the gag is, it is said that she's pregnant. Well, that's not been confirmed, but the grapevine has, and the teapot stirrers, honey, are saying that Miss Thing is pregnant. Okay. Now, as you saw, he said on the bed, honey, that their wedding date was September 3rd, 2022. And as you saw at the end of that particular clip, honey, he got married to Mr. Thing, honey, on the same wedding day. Now, I don't have, it's on TikTok where he goes down and walking down the aisle, honey, a day at the reception or whatever. And this child is in the wedding dress and got her hair on and her face is made and carrying on and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, really? All this time? And so, DC was asking me, as a heterosexual man, he's like, how is it that y'all do this? And why does this be? And then I said, y'all. He didn't mean it like that. He said, well, why is it that men don't come? And I said, wait a minute, hold up. I said, I didn't know this part of it. But when we were talking, I said, you have to understand that. Hold on for a second. Miss Ma'am. That's because it ain't, no. Yeah, it just needs to be cooked. That's all. It's not blowing up, child. It just got air in the bag. Uh-huh. It's in the freezer, baby. What was I saying? I'm let me go to the comments. I forgot what I was saying. I am doing judge. You judging? I'm so judging right now. You put your business out and use God and the F-bomb in the same sentence. How does that work again? The way he did it. Okay. He's so godly. Maybe she thought her cuckoo would change him. And you know what? The sad reality about that is there's a lot of women who believe that shit. A lot of women out there, especially if they church bound and carrying on, they believe they got the coup to carry on, honey. I hear women tell me that, oh, you ain't had the right pussy yet. All I got to do is put this on you, honey. You won't want no man. I said, girl, if I had a penny for every bitch that told me that, I'd be a Rockefeller. A penny. For every time I heard that, okay, I would be a Rockefeller, because I swear to you, in all 52 years of my life, every woman who had thought that they were trying to come up on me and wanted to sit down and tell me this, that, and the third. Okay. What, girl?
I can't call her niggas. I don't know who's on there.
Uh-huh.
And they know. My former pastor before Marissa Penderman, before Calvin, she told his wife, Fiance, told him, I can put this cooch on you and turn you back straight. He comes from a prominent group, singing group.
Uh-huh.
That coach didn't do no good because you go to Beat My Park and get caught. And they send it to what's this guy's name? He exposed him to his son on his page, light skin, William McRae exposed.
Oh Lord, that
and
girl.
When he exposed him, she said, "Okay, that's it," because that's the fifth time he got caught. So, third time at People Power, 2 times at home. And she said, "Oh, my pussy good." His son is like 22, 24 years old now. Oh, my pussy good. But my mother, I had called it up because she said, "What real woman, period." She said, "To each his own." But she said, "Ain't no woman going to be telling you, hit me in the back." That's number one. He talking about hit me in the back and played with it and toss it out. Now they separated for a while, then they divorced, living a better life. But she wanted back, and he don't want her. And she lost all the access, all the money. What she came to marriage with, she took off her own.
Lord.
He was willing to give her anything she wanted. Bought a new car and anything. They're the best of friends now. And this is what they were before. I'll show you the pictures later. But it's crazy. I can say this because he did and gone. Nathan Simmons, prime example. That was a pastor before this last one I was talking about. You know, you screw all these men, all these boys, and quote unquote me. I'm having you get dressed up in your office, and we have a relation, but you married this woman and got 2 kids.
Well,
he's no longer here. It's just it's a magnitude thing. It's the ego thing.
Of course.
They would take the boys home, but they will grown me. I call them boys.
Right.
They don't have relations because he was Mandingo. Simmons was Mandingo. He was 16 inches, all thick and cut clean.
Interesting.
He was beaten down.
Child.
All he was able to do with me because I couldn't take it because I was too young. Bump to the grind.
Go finish your shit, girl. Okay, now she getting personal. Okay. Anywho. The sad thing about all of that, and you know what, I'm gonna have to do. I know God has prepared me to do a live show because every time I got folks here, everybody want to be a part of the show. So, I have to. You know, we're preparing to do live shows and carrying on, so that's coming. But nonetheless, but to her point though, that church entity with all of this and carrying on and this, that, and the third, yeah, okay. The children do all that craziness and things. They do all that, and women believe that they got the bomb diggity, honey. Oh, I got it. I can turn you. Why would you want to waste all that damn energy on somebody who clearly said that they're attracted to men? And for those who claim to be bi-attractional, let me put something out there, and I'm gonna say this, and y'all can be mad as fuck with me, okay? But if you buy, let your business known, be out there, because a real bi person, honey, is not going to be teetering the fence and say, "Oh, I'm here today and I'm that tomorrow," without letting your people know what the tea is. Okay, we're not going to be sitting up there doing all that, honey. Make up your damn mind if you ain't going to be honest. Either you're going to be one or the other, or both with transparency. Okay, now according to this, she supposedly knew. Bro, I like what you said. I think she knew exactly who he was. She looked past it just to say she had a man. And that's something that I keep thinking too. I'm like, girl, there's no way. She's a very beautiful woman, so I'm sure she's not having problems trying to get a man. The question is, how come you can't keep one? You know, and why is it that you feel that this was the man, the man of your dreams and blah, 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 blah? Because here's where it is that I'm thinking. See, he said she was helping me take care of my kids and this, that, and the other. I think she got caught up in playing mother and whatever that was, honey, and fell in love with the kids. And, you know, it just started on that particular level. And then shit happened, you know, because out of the kids and my love for the kids, and then we grew closer together, blah, blah, blah. I think that's what a lot of that was. Okay. But I'm sorry. Their child, when I first saw the clip, when he was, you know, the interview when he was in the flip-flops and carrying on, I said, who is this woman? This is a girl. Okay, right when DC showed me this, I said, this is a girl. Okay. And then he, as a straight man, he's like, well, I don't look at it like that. I said, see, you know what? I'm not going to even let you have that. Because, see, women will. I said, but this is a prime example. And I write about this in my play. No Time for the Pain, that women will purposely overlook shit simply because they got a man and, you know, they have self-esteem issues or whatever the case may be. It took them a long time to find one, so now that they got one, they're supposed to, a lot of them put themselves in the position to feel that they're supposed to put up with the bullshit. You understand? That ain't how that work. That ain't how that work. How would you, or why would you put yourself in that kind of position, especially when he told you he's bisexual? Now he landed with you, but he told you, you know all about his past and blah blah blah. He's claiming he's ready to settle down. Really? Okay. But yet she ain't got no mouthpiece. Now that's very interesting that we still, in all of these clips and carrying on that they have of him, that end up put this collage together, there's still nowhere in here that she's talking, you know, in abundance or whatever, so we can hear what her thought processes are. Not even on the damn talk show, on the interview, except for that one little clip. You know, if my sister from Louisiana, her tea ain't work. Okay, right. The funny thing was he kept saying that the blood work is clean. Yes, because he had to, you know, and as far as I'm concerned, you were still having relations with me and with her. Okay, now it could have been that he wasn't. However, that's not agreeing with my spirit right now. Okay. She felt comfortable because she knew her feminine side. And when you are desperate and vulnerable, that is appealing to her. Very interesting. Very interesting. So it became a whole instance of, you're soft and you're sensitive. You understand me. You're so easy to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Because most men are not that way. Most men, you know, don't give all that. You know, help me get dressed, know what I look like. You know, tell me all of that. You know, the wooing and the cooing and carrying on that we love. You know, that sensitive shit. Okay. Yeah. Very, very interesting, honey. I'm like, I'm not believing that she did not know, because I'm thinking of all of this. According to him, he told her about him. I think if there's a lie anywhere, is that what he didn't say was that he was still fucking his ex, because according to what is on the grapevine, and in the tea leaves, child, that they have been together, okay, all this time, off and on, and still in each other's lives, okay? So I still think that they were still together. And I also believe that she accepted some of it until it got too funky. When they broke up, I think the hurtful thing, or the slap in the face to her, is the fact that he married him on her same wedding day. But then again, at the same time, during that whole proposal thingy, okay, that just looked staged to me. It looked staged. It was all about how he kept smiling and trying to make sure she was camera perfect. That was getting on my nerves. Okay. He didn't even kiss her. Only gave her a hug. You know, I'm like, this ain't looking right. But that's me. Okay. That's my perception of it. Okay. And carrying on. Wait a minute. Hand me go get my purse, girl. Go get my purse. This child here cooking shrimp. I'm allergic to shrimp. And she thought that it would just be if it was just me eating it, but didn't realize that, no, the smell of it bothers me. And I'm having issues.
You had to take the ass on this.
Yeah, because it's taking me.
I'm so sorry.
I'm having a flashback moment, y'all, because I did that to my mother. My mother's allergic to regular fish, and I didn't know that either, that the whole idea of the smell of it all would take her out. And child, I was cooking. And mama came home, child. She said, oh, and shit, damn near sent her to the hospital. Ugh. Okay, let me see if that's gonna open me up. I got some peppermint oil if it don't. Okay. We suck as humans sometimes and don't consider how playing with folks' emotions is really horrible. I agree wholeheartedly. I just want to think it was all staged at this point. I do too. I do too, for the sensationalism of it and carrying on, and just for the drama of it, because just how all this is being played out and things of that nature, it has that reality show ring. And I'm, yeah. Get some water with that. Oh, I am. Yeah. I'm just trying to open up a little bit because I felt my chest trying to get tight. Oh, okay, that's a little better. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're talking with the peppermint oil. Yeah, that's how I take it. I put the peppermint oil in water. And yes, honey, so to sit down there and open up everything and ooh, go down nice and smooth. But okay, listen. That there is that on this particular. Oh, child, did I do this? Okay. The guy who he married never talks in none of the clips that I've ever seen. He's always doing all the talking. Okay, yeah, honey, listen. And yeah. So again, I think all of this is for the cameras and for the popularity and for us to do just what we do and talk. Okay, I do too. Okay. So yes, my darling. So listen, that there was gonna be the tea for the day, honey. I'm telling you, honey. Listen, if there's any truth behind all of that, and DC keep telling me I keep saying DC is my other co-host on the other show. He said that the girl is just toe up in the head, honey, saying that she's just strong and distraught. And I'm going to say, if she's distraught at all, it would be because of the stunt of you getting married to a dude, and in face, honey, you just became a whole woman in front of me for a wedding date that was supposed to have been ours. You married a man in drag on the same wedding day. And then the embarrassment and the humiliation of all of that goes with all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's my assessment of if there's anything she's upset about. Because of all of this, with her in the video, him saying she knows about my past, as she never counteracted that, then that heifer knew. That heifer, she knew. Okay? So be that, darling, as it may. Okay? So you just embarrassed, child. Okay, I keep talking about my Wednesday show. This here, we're talking about everything College Park and the South Side, honey, over here on mix106radio.com. That there is the call sign, www.mix with 2 X's 106radio.com. You can listen to me there. Wednesdays, every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, honey. So yes, that's Eastern time over there with DC and carrying on, honey. We do our thing over there, try to come over there and have a good time. We talk a lot of politics and stuff over there. And all of that. So I'm telling you, baby, it's real. But on that particular note, honey, I'm gonna let you guys go ahead on and get back into your Friday evenings, honey. We are just approaching the witching hour. So most of you girls, honey, know how to go out and go get your twirl on, honey, get your hair laid and fried, dyed all to the side and carrying on with a couple of bumper curls here, geisha girl there, asymmetric here. Okay. Put on a couple of glad rags and some high steppers. Ladies, and those of y'all who putting on pumps, if you don't start carrying at the bare minimum a pair of socks in your motherfucking purses, I swear I'm coming off and I'm stealing all y'all damn shoes. Okay? Y'all don't need to be out walking on these streets, these concrete, these nasty ass streets, barefooted because your feet hurt in some damn pumps. If you ain't got enough sense to go get you some isotoner cutesy little footies that grandma and them used to wear, the soft, comfortable little isotoners that fold up so cutely and put in your purse, at least have a pair of socks at the bare minimum. Get you a pair of socks that you can put on your feet to where when you need to take your shoes off, child, because your feet hurt, at least cover your feet, okay? And I know you want folks to see your pedicure and carrying on, but bitch, you on these down nasty-ass concrete streets, coming through parking lots and things and parking garages, all that damn gravel and shit, and you nasty ass. Do a queen got to teach y'all every goddamn thing? Okay? Put some socks in your damn purses, child. Okay? That's my public service announcement for the day. So listen, if you love us like you say you do, that you're showing us, honey, like, subscribe, and to share this with everybody, all your friends, on all the platforms that you're watching me on, honey. Like, subscribe, and share, honey. Share with your family and your friends and all of that, so you can come on in and join the conversation. But if you hate me, or anything that I've said or whatever, that you want a neck roll and this, that, and other, you could tell all your motherfucking enemies then to like, subscribe, share, and to come on into the conversation, honey, because I need you to understand one or two things, honey, that everything that we're doing over here at Three the Hard Way, the Syndicate, darling, we're a syndicate, okay? Three the Hard Way, the Syndicate, everything that we are doing, honey, will move forward in any way, shape, style, form, and or fashion, honey, okay? You may finish all of your crumpets, my darling, because the tea has been dished, and you have been dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meech. and Big Red was up in here for half a second, but y'all see something that came up. He had to go and handle something at the house. Bell got the ringing, honey, so you know, one less bell to answer. Okay. That's all, just hit me there, that's all. But listen, in his absence and in the absence of Aunt Nikki, honey, I am Big Meech, honey. We thank you and love you, and thank you for coming on up in here and doing it. Until the next time, honey, we'll be here. We will be here on Saturday tomorrow to do something else. Same back time, same back channel, my darling. So until then, honey, ran out of breath. I was trying to do the little curly cue on it, but ran out of breath, child. So whatever, honey. Oh my goodness, honey. Scene.